so I want to help you. I want to give you the tools that you need in order to operate at a master level when it comes to fear. During Hanukkah this year, I was watching a teaching, and this man was, I don't even know his name, but he was speaking on Hanukkah, the story of Hanukkah actually, and he was unpacking every single little bit of that of the prophecy of Daniel 12, when it's prophesied that Hanukkah is going to happen, prophesied that's going to duplicate itself, is going to happen again. So one of the things that he brought to light that I just totally resonated with, and it just spoke volumes to me, in Daniel 11:32 he says, "But the people who know their Elohim shall be strong and do exploits. They shall act." That is just, I feel like that's stunning, and I want to be like this. So the people who know their Elohim shall be strong and do exploits or act. Now you can't do exploits and you can't act, can't actually do something for him that's going to put you out there if you have fear, right? If we have fear, we can't do exploits. There's something very crucial to the idea of doing exploits, and that is having the absence of fear or absence of not being afraid, reasons to not be afraid. Okay, so as Melchizedek priests, as a royal priesthood, we are supposed to be shining our light, right? How can you shine your light if you're scared? Or if you're terrified, or if you have a ton of fear? You're not going to, right? I live in an area where people are coming to, they're flocking here. The reason why they're coming here is to escape basically persecution in the rest of the United States, where the government's already persecuting believers. And so they're coming here, which I'm so glad there's a place, for people to go right now. And that Papa's using it. But here's the thing, is that what's happening is they're hunkering down. I don't see any command in the scriptures that says, please be my priest and put your light under a bushel and go hide out in the mountains. I don't see any place like he says to do that. No, Yeshua said to put your light up on a lampstand so that everyone in the house can benefit by the light, right? So how are you going to do that if you're full of fear? We've got to get rid of that fear so that you can do what he's asking you to do, which is be priests, be light, clear the path, make straight level paths for the king, make straight level paths for Israel to find the king and the way and the narrow path and stuff. So we have a lot of work to do. What does Yeshua say? He said, the harvest is totally ripe, but the workers are so few. Oh man, I see that so much. I mean, there is so much work to be done. I personally, myself, I have somewhat of a small 5 people following or whatnot. It's not huge, but I've got some. And people are waking up constantly, and they email me or text me or comment or something, and it's just, I can't feed them fast enough. And it's not up to me. I am only one person. I'm a little white girl from, the north. I cannot create things fast enough for people. So I understand what Yeshua is saying. When the harvest is ripe, it's plenty, but there are so few workers. And I believe that a large part of that is this fear, honestly. Fear is from Hasatan. And fear will steal, kill, and destroy. Fear will destroy you. Fear will destroy your body physically, but it will turn into anxiety and panic and all that stuff, but it also stops you from being the priest. It stops you from being the light. It makes you scared to get out there and say anything publicly because you don't want your name known, you don't want Social Security known, you don't want anybody to know where you live, you don't want GPS to find you, you don't want Big Brother to find you. I mean, the list goes on. And so we live in this state of fear, when in actuality, Yehovah makes it very clear that that actually is a sin. Having no fear will allow us to do exploits for Yehovah.